Now at 5:30, tense moments for some folks in Lexington overnight when someone fired off multiple shots into a home. We'll have the latest on this crime alert.
I was shocked by it. I was unexpected. A friend like that I had personally known.
A friend of a man who police say shot and killed a woman in Bullitt County says he never would have expected his friend to turn so violent.
And 2 missing teenagers from Grayson County could be on the move again. Police think they may have stolen another car in Georgia.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome aboard. It's good to have you with us here on this Friday as we go rolling toward the weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. You know, you got to take the little victories as they come when we have weather like this. So today and tomorrow's warmer weather is going to be nice.
You get sunshine and fairly warm temperatures in the middle of January. You're ahead of the game. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we always need at least a couple of days here in February, January. Really just to thaw out the ground, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing the next couple of days, and it comes at the right time because we do have some systems on the way. But we're there in the mid-20s as we look outside. You see in the northern zone still looks pretty good. Down toward Corbin doing just fine. I don't see any fog there, no fog in Frankfort nor here in Lexington, but I do expect some to develop as we work our way through the morning hours. Now here's the deal. We head in through the day, we'll see a good amount of sunshine. It will sit there in the lower 40s. Now going in toward tomorrow, add 10 degrees to that, maybe 12. And that's where we'll be located for tomorrow. It looks really nice on your Saturday. Now, Sunday's a different story, and I'll explain that coming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Here's the latest news from WKYT. Some terrifying moments for people inside a Lexington home last night. Lexington police tell us somebody fired shots into a house.
This happened just after midnight at a home on Burkwood Drive. Our Mark Barber is live from the scene with the latest on this crime alert. Mark, what can you tell us about this scary situation?
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Police believe someone fired 6 shots at the home here on Burkwood Drive while several children were inside the house. Now this morning the lights are on in the home and you can clearly see a bullet hole in the living room window. Now to give you an idea of where the shooting happened, we are in the neighborhood across from the Lexington school bus garage that is on Liberty Road. Now police say around 12:15 this morning, someone here fired 2 shots into the living room of this house and then 3 shots into their garage. We're told a total of 6 shell casings were found outside this home. Now, police say the good news is no one was hurt. They say none of those bullets came close to hitting any of those children.
Anytime you fire any type of weapon into a residence, it's an extreme risk to anyone that's in there. So we're very thankful that everyone's safe.
Investigators say they are still trying to figure out why this house was targeted and who pulled the trigger. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. And new this morning, a Bullitt County mother is shot and killed, and police say they have her killer behind bars now. Police arrested 18-year-old Austin Allen in Lebanon Junction. Police say he shot and killed 37-year-old Tina Zamora at a neighbor's home. A friend of Allen says he watched Allen getting arrested, and he's shocked by what happened to Zamora.
It looks like they did everything they could, but she was shot in the chest twice from what I heard. She had 3 kids. 3 young kids.
Police are not sure what led up to the shooting. Allen is now in the Bullitt County Detention Center. He is charged with burglary and murder.
Well, an update this morning to a story we've been following all week long. Some missing Grayson County teenagers could be in Georgia.
The truck that police say was stolen was recovered there, and another truck has now been stolen. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is at our live desk with an update on that. Whitney, good morning.
Good morning. Investigators still trying to track down that couple now wanted for crimes in multiple states. WSB in Atlanta is reporting the pair was last seen in Georgia on Wednesday when they ditched their stolen red pickup and stole another truck. 13-year-old Cheyenne Phillips and her boyfriend, 18-year-old Dalton Hayes, are now accused of stealing 3 vehicles, burglarizing homes, and forging checks. Phillips was first reported missing from her Grayson County home on January 3rd, and the two have been on the run ever since. Earlier this week, they were spotted inside of a Walmart in South Carolina, where authorities say they tried to pass off forged checks. The couple's last known spot was on Airline Road in Henry County, Georgia on Wednesday, where they stole a silver 2001 Toyota Tundra pickup. Authorities there say firearms were in that vehicle when it was stolen. At this point, it's not clear if the couple is still in Georgia, but investigators say the level of crimes does seem to be escalating. The license plate number on the truck the teens last stole is at the bottom of your screen right now, and that is a Georgia license plate number. At the live desk, Whitney Wetzel, back to you.
Whitney, thank you. We're tracking the investigation into a deadly crash along Interstate 64 in Rowan County. An SUV crashed around 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the westbound lanes near Moorhead. State police say the SUV hit a guardrail and rolled over several times. The Rowan County coroner says the driver, 27-year-old Michael Henderson Jr. of Huntington, West Virginia, died at the scene. Police say his mother, 63-year-old Deanna Henderson, suffered life-threatening injuries. She's been taken to UK hospital. Henderson's 3 children were also in the SUV. Police say they went to UK hospital with less serious injuries. Rowan County Coroner John Northcutt says the family was traveling to Tennessee.
Police arrested a Clay County woman they say neglected her paralyzed husband, which led to his death. 32-year-old Amy Burkhart is charged with first-degree abuse. Her husband, Charles Burkhart Jr., was brought to Manchester Hospital on Tuesday. According to police, he was dehydrated and malnourished and had bed sores. He was taken to UK hospital, but police say he died yesterday. Amy Burkhart can now face murder charges.
I've seen several neglect cases, but not as severe as this one.
Amy Burkhart did not want to talk to us from jail. Police say her husband had been paralyzed since a 2007 car crash.
Well, what police say started as an argument ended with a shooting in Madison County. It happened along Hager Drive on the outskirts of Richmond yesterday. State police say 63-year-old James Pearson pulled out a gun and shot 52-year-old Brian Ditch. The police say the victim has been taken to UK hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. They arrested Pearson nearby. Police say Ditch was on Hager Drive picking up dogs as part of a dog rescue operation.
Caught on tape, 3 would-be thieves attacked a liquor store employee over a bottle of vodka, according to police, who say Todd Ruth, Sandra Miller, and Robert Young were involved in the attempted theft on Wednesday at a Manchester liquor store. When a store employee confronted them, they say it turned violent.
He was telling them that the police was coming. The shoplifter bent over and tied his shoes and then rushed the employee.
Police say surveillance video shows the 3 suspects attacking the employee, which we can see right there in the parking lot of the store. The employee was not seriously injured. Ruth, Miller, and Young were arrested after police found a meth lab in their car. They're all charged with assault, robbery, and drug offenses.
The time this morning is 5:37 on WKYT, and investigators are trying to figure out how a hidden camera ended up in a staff restroom at Corbin High School. School leaders say at first the device appeared to be a smoke detector, but they say after taking a closer look, they found a camera inside. School leaders say someone put it in there to spy on people, and they're outraged.
Because this is something you're infringing on another person's privacy, and that is not acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
School leaders gave the camera to police. It is now being tested at a crime lab. Since the restroom is for staff, school leaders think an adult is one who put it there. The school did not find cameras in any other restrooms after a search.
A principal's quick thinking saved a student's life at a Scott County elementary school. The 2nd grader choked on a piece of food during breakfast. A scary situation. The principal says 2 people tried the Heimlich unsuccessfully on her first. When Denny jumped in to help, he didn't succeed on his first try, and that's when he says he started to get nervous.
And I pretty much knew I probably had one more chance. Like I said, she was taking in just a little bit of air. You could hear it, and I knew I had to make that next one count, and thankfully it did.
Well, Denny says he thinks everyone should be trained in first aid. Kentucky administrative regulations do require at least 1 adult certified in first aid and CPR to be at the school when children are there during school hours.
All right, good work by the principal there. A Lexington restaurant has been fined after a federal investigation discovered its owners have not been paying employees minimum wage. The owners of El Mariachi Mexican restaurant will have to pay back wages, penalties, and damages. That's according to our partners at the the Herald Leader. The investigation found workers were paid a salary but were not paid overtime. And during some pay periods, workers were not paid minimum wage. The owners will have to pay back nearly $100,000. The project manager of the plans to renovate Rupp Arena, which of course is on hold for now, has agreed to a pay cut. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report that Frank Butler will take a part-time position to help Lexington Center Corporation increase its revenues. The paper reports Butler will be paid $95,000 a year. He had been receiving $200,000. The renovation plan was put on hold last summer because of disagreements between the city and UK.
Well, boxing legend and Kentucky native Muhammad Ali is back in the hospital. A family spokesperson says Ali was admitted to the hospital earlier this week for follow-up care related to a urinary tract infection. Ali spent a few weeks in the hospital to be treated for that infection. Doctors say he's expected to be released from the hospital again today. Ali will celebrate his 73rd birthday on Saturday. So a happy birthday to him.
Yeah, hope he's out of the hospital to enjoy it there for tomorrow.